everyone, this is Late Night with Cap. The clip didn't play. I'm not sure what's going on there. It's okay. It happens. It's the internet. This is Wednesday night, of course, and this is JT. I have a great guest on tonight, and it's Ro from the Scarif Podcast, and I'm excited to bring him on. Before I do, though, I just want to give you a quick updates. So this episode and then the December episode, will be the last two episodes of December, and then I'm taking a 2-week break before the new year. So I might do a big stream next week. Not quite sure yet, so I'll let you all know in the community community tab or the on my Twitter. So let's go ahead and bring him on. Here's Ro from the Scarif Podcast. How you doing?
What's up, everybody? How's it going, JT?
Yeah, I think Vader behind you sabotaged my intro.
Yeah, he instills fear all across the galaxy, right?
Yeah. So you missed the countdown. I can restart it, maybe, if he lets me. But it's okay. I'm glad that you're here, and I'm excited to talk about some stuff because tonight we're going to go over some bad graphic design and nice.
Krampus, yes.
And so I can't wait to do that. Awesome. How have you been? Has your holidays been good so far?
Yeah. I usually work through some holidays, but it's all good.
Okay.
Weather is good here in Chicago. Things are jumping and pumping, but yeah, everything's good, man.
Okay, cool. No snow, right? You were saying no snow yet.
No snow yet. We maybe the next 2 weeks, but sometimes we don't even get snow. We get like a dusting on Christmas Day sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah, we get like, I don't know, we get like 30 inches in February, so I can wait.
Okay, all right, that's good. Yeah, and usually it's windy there, right? Because it's the windy city.
Yes, but that is a tall wives' tale. The reason that it's the windy city, it's not because of the wind, it's because of our politicians.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it's not windy.
It is windy, but but there's always two sides to a story.
Okay. Well, wow, you must be the go-to guy then about anything Chicago. So if I have any other myths about Chicago, I'll let you know.
Absolutely. Yeah, I might have an answer.
And you do your podcast, and recently I was on one of them talking about Bigfoot.
That is correct.
That was kind of fun. But you just didn't talk about Bigfoot. You talked about some other creepy people or beings.
So last in November, we were doing a series of shows that dealt with the weird, the strange, lights in the sky, UFOs, ancient aliens, Bigfoot sightings, stuff like that. So it's something that is, it's kind of like a sci-fi fantasy fan. We like to kind of take a look at those programs, especially Ancient Aliens. We did a couple of shows throughout the month of November, which were a lot of fun. And we had some guests. Obviously, you were on the Bigfoot one. So, yeah, had a lot of fun with that.
Oh, yeah. I had a great time because we actually, and later on, we'll have maybe a clip for everyone to look at. But we do a Bigfoot report here where we kind of look at what it could be, or we might say, is that real? Mm-hmm. Or it's just kind of something like an article. Like one time we found a Bigfoot hotel that you can stay in. In Oregon, and they promised you get a Bigfoot sighting per visit.
Nice.
So that's fun. Yeah. Out of all the creatures, what is your favorite?
Oh, out of all the creatures, I want to say I have to go back to like UFOs and aliens. I think those are the ones that really fascinate me. And because, I love Star Wars and sci-fi and stuff like that. But I think UFOs are really great. I've seen a lot of really great fake UFO sightings and sightings of lights in the sky, which are fascinating to me. Mm-hmm. But yeah, aliens and UFOs are my favorite, thing.
Okay. Well, I live in a town that has a very famous UFO sighting, uh,
Oh,
Phoenix. So, Phoenix, Arizona, we had the Phoenix Lights,
right.
4 or 5 of them that were kind of hovering over the valley for a good minute. And I mean, we have a big airport, and we
Yeah.
have Air Force bases. So some people thought maybe that was a plane or whatever,
Hmm.
a helicopter. But the way they started moving and glowing, a lot of people were like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, R2's already got something for you here. He says, I think Ro subconsciously wants to be probed.
There's nothing subconscious about it, man. Like right front and forward, probe me. No secrets here, buddy.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and see who else is in the chat. Rick, R2's always throwing in some good laughs there, but Jacob Ironside always brings in the dad jokes. So hopefully he can say some there for us. We got Theme Park Casual. Hey, bud. Thanks for stopping by. We got Zombie Box Reviews just dropping in, leaving a comment and a like. Oh, cool. Thank you very much, man.
Thank you.
Hopefully you can catch the replay. Should be a good show. And then let's see, Broba. Yes, you made it on time 2 weeks in a row. That's fantastic.
Very nice.
You must have.
Is nice. Is good.
Yeah, he kind of got messed up with the time zone change. So
that happens to me all the time. I can feel your pain.
Yeah, maybe the aliens could help you with that.
Maybe.
And then look at R2. He's already sharing your stuff.
Look at that. Very nice. Very nice.
And then speaking of Bigfoot, we do have a famous Bigfoot that comes by every Wednesday night.
Nice. Cool.
Yeah,
cool beans.
Yeah, he's a good YouTuber too. He does some other movie reviews. Him and his wife sometimes do movie reviews. So yeah, it's good to see them. And then we have Wookie Be Bad. Hey man, thanks for stopping by.
Nice.
And then Tabitha saying hi everyone, Merry Christmas, everything.
I'm cracking up because whenever Tabitha puts up a picture of herself, she's always like looking off to the side, and I always make fun of her, like a little inside
like what she's looking at.
Like, what is she looking at? So yeah, I'm going to be looking over here, Tab.
Well, speaking of Bigfoot and Tabitha, we caught Bigfoot once.
It's Bigfoot! Could you back up a bit, Mr. Foot? You're out of focus.
Nice. Bigfoot sighting. There you go.
Yeah. So, I always wonder that too. Her pictures she's kind of always looking up to the sky or the
sky somewhere.
Future.
The spider in the corner.
Yeah, maybe she has some cobwebs in the corner of her house or something that she has to clean.
Yeah.
So right now she's looking at either you or me.
Right. Trying to figure out what we are.
So you're a big Star Wars fan, right?
Yeah, slightly. Yeah, I've heard of the movie. I know some of the characters. Yeah.
So what made you? I mean, and some of us know what Scarif is, but maybe some of us don't. What made you name your podcast that?
Well, it's actually I want to say my co-host Brad pretty much named it. We started in 2019, right at the tail end of Star Wars Celebration here in Chicago, and because we loved the movie Rogue One, the first Star Wars spinoff, and obviously Scarif is the planet featured in Rogue One, et cetera, et cetera. So that's we just kind of named it Scarif, and Brad is into like alliteration, and he was. When we first started the podcast, he was like my marketing guy, and he had all these cool ideas. While I was at Celebration gathering material to start the podcast, he was like wheeling and dealing. So he likes the alliteration of consonants. So it was the Scarif Scuttlebutt podcast. So it rolls off your tongue, and I
like it. I mean, I think it's cool. It's like you're the radio. It's like you're the radio station of Scarif.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Now, Dan over at Inside Booth, I love their team loves saying scuttlebutt or shuttlebutt or something like that. So
yeah, unfortunately, I don't have a clip of that, but
I should have loaded up a clip of that because I made that into a promo.
Yeah, if you can catch that clip, everyone, at after the weekend, me and Rick and Maria can show that clip multiple times. So let's see here. Dan can't word. Yeah.
No, yeah.
Yeah, it's hard. That's one thing. Starting this channel over, I think I've been going on since June, I believe. Sometimes it's hard to speak live.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes you'll say weird words and they'll say what? Well, you know what I mean.
It's not as easy. It's not as easy as you think.
Scarif.
Scarif, like the beetle.
Yeah. Yeah. Rick has a very good clip of that somewhere because he's very good at catching us in our worst moments.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, like I said, I have had fun on your podcast, and I just wanted to reach out and give you the favor of also joining mine. And sometimes there's some shenanigans. Before we get started in one of those shenanigans, I just want to take everyone and thank everyone for stopping by. And if you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit the like and share it out to your friends. And hopefully some of the Red 5 Network people can show up.
Yeah, that'd be nice. I think it's past their bedtime.
Yeah.
They wake up really early and share pictures of them with their coffee cups. So I don't know what that's all.
Well, Salty Nerd's here.
What's up, Salty Nerd? Yeah, they're up all the time.
Yeah, they're always busy, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's go ahead and get started with bad graphic design. Now, before we get started, one thing I know about you that you do that because you posted on Twitter is that you're a cameraman, right? You kind of film news anchors, so you kind of know the behind the scenes of the media, and sometimes there's been quite a few mistakes with the media.
It happens.
You mentioned one earlier before we popped in.
Yes,
so we're going to go over what I'm going to call bad news. So let's go ahead and get that started. So yeah, it's pretty terrifying. Some of these are really bad. So the first one is I don't know if this happens quite a bit, but they show something on screen, and then at the bottom, I'm going to call it the third corner there. They show something completely different. So Pizza Hut is now hiring delivery drivers. However, there was a pizza delivery murder in East Memphis.
Jobs are opening up.
Does this happen a lot in the field?
Yeah, it depends. It's kind of the newsroom is very hectic, and sometimes it's things are rushed, and but this one I'm trying to figure out. Somebody probably didn't have any stock footage of a Pizza Hut, and then just grabbed something that it was titled Pizza Hut, but didn't double check it.
Yeah,
I'm guessing.
So they probably put this up pretty quick, right? Is what you're thinking?
Probably, yeah. And yeah, people may not have been paying attention. Yeah.
You sound so disappointed.
Well, I am because like I'm being in the news business. I mean, I think I started in 1992, and I've seen a lot.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I would want to apply for this job.
Yeah. Yeah.
So hopefully no one got hurt. Really. Let's see here. JT ignored me in the studio back room uploading something for you. Oh. Uh-oh. What did he do? I don't see what you uploaded, man.
It's coming.
Oh, okay. There he is. He's doing it now. But yeah, I don't think I would. Yeah, I don't think I would apply for this. Hopefully, someone didn't and feel like they were scared to be hired.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
so
that's a good one.
So the next thing is, newspaper is considered media, and sometimes this could happen with a newspaper as well. They can maybe put the wrong photo. So there was a violent crime duo caught on video in Canada.
Wow. Those
And it
crazy
was,
Canadians.
Yeah. Yeah, it was Winnie the Pooh and
the Yeti. The
Yeti.
abominable
Yeah.
snowman. Yeah.
Yeah.
So something like this is they do this as placeholders, and sometimes they forget to change the picture out, and then it just kind of flies through. There is a picture of the King of Jordan sitting next to Yoda, that a newspaper in the Middle East published, and it went out, and it obviously was a placeholder because Yoda was not supposed to be there at the Mideastern Summit. But yeah, it's funny. I would kind of chuck this one out to whoops, we forgot to replace the placeholder.
Okay, all right. Well, people are already talking about it. They said you said bad graphic design, but that one is amazing. Yeah, sometimes they are pretty amazingly bad. Let's see here. Jacob says they're probably trying to steal some high grade honey. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Teaming up.
Pizza and a murder for hire. Oh, he's talking about the Pizza Hut one.
The Pizza Hut, yeah.
Yeah, and then leave the gun, take the pizza. So we had a mafia stream the other night, 2 weeks ago, where we talked about food and mafia films. Mm-hmm. And if you've seen the movie The Godfather, there's that scene where he says, "Take the gun, leave the cannoli."
Right.
So
right.
I'm sure that's
the prequel picture to that.
The next Disney mashup movie. Oh yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Pooh Bear and Yeti. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
So does this happen? Is this a common thing, or is this kind of pretty rare?
I mean, I wouldn't say it's common, but it's also not rare because we see it a lot.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Well, looks like my backstage producer there loaded something for us, so we'll show that after this. But yeah, I think he did something for us. So the next item. Now, sometimes when they want to another crime, they kind of show you who the criminal is. That way you can kind of tell who to watch out for and kind of look for them, right?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, he looks pretty suspicious. Looks pretty horny there. I don't know.
Yeah, he seems like he would really bite your ankles.
Yeah, I've seen some of these guys humping on your leg, so I don't doubt it.
Yeah, I'm sure. I have two. I don't have a dog that does that, but I do have a cat that really loves blankets.
Oh my God.
So, but yeah, this is I don't know what happened here. I mean, I don't know if you have any insight what could have happened on this one. So
did you get these screenshots, or did you get them from the actual video? So there's no other context other than this frame.
Yeah, these are usually what I do is I'll go and research what's already out there, and then I'll find the best of the best, and here you go.
So I'm thinking that possibly there was video attached to this story where obviously they were talking about a sexual predator. I don't know if they were interviewing, a victim, a female or whatever. And then, in the sequence of what we call B-roll, there's a shot of the victim. She's talking to the newscaster, and then maybe some environment type shots, the house, the room that they're in, a wide shot. And then maybe he, zoomed into the dog at that point, just to give kind of a feel of what her place looks like. I don't know. That's the only my only thought there.
Yeah, I laughed out loud when I first saw this one because I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. His eyes are really really terrifying. So I'm not a big fan of little dogs. So
no, I know. I actually got bit by a little dog on the job. Split my lip right here.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm more used to cats, but I love animals. But my cats at home, I can get up to their face and go, would you? And I was setting up a camera Yeah. I was setting up the camera, and I knelt down while the interviewer was getting ready. There was a small dog in the house, and I was petting it, and he was letting me, but I got too close to his face, and he turned around and just went, "Roar!" Bit me like right here. My lip was bleeding all over the place. It freaked the owner out.
Wow.
So I don't trust small dogs either.
I didn't realize. Yeah, I guess I do realize camera crewmen do have a tough job. You're kind of in the elements.
It gets dangerous sometimes, yeah.
So
sexual predators like that.
So before we end the segment, I just want to tell everyone to have a great day.
Yay, that's wonderful.
So this is probably similar to like they're just ending a new segment and this
Probably.
is just sneak right in there.
It just happened. Yeah. Sometimes when you assemble this video footage, you don't know how long the director's going to keep it up, going to the next story and stuff like that. And a great opportunity for people that are screen capturing. Yeah.
Yeah. You have to be quick on these though if you want to get them. So Scarif After Dark here says, "Ha ha,
ha ha ha."
Well, thanks for showing up, guys. So yeah, there you go. There's my bad news, bad graphic design.
Can you not to point out because I'm the guest, but can you go back to your original your first graphic, your introduction graphic with the Captain America?
Oh yeah. Sure.
That's on purpose, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Why?
Because I'm like, did he misspell design? Oh, he actually, it was on purpose.
Yeah, it's on purpose. So. So there you go. Let's see here. Fiery but mostly peaceful protest. Oh yeah, it could be. Look at that face. Who is he talking? Who are you talking about? The dog?
Probably. He seems to be 13 minutes behind us.
Oh. Are you 13 minutes behind us? Wow. The Sasquatch. What are you doing? And then we got Rogue Attraction just showed up. They said hello. And someone said they didn't trust you.
Yeah. I don't trust her either. You guys did I think you and Rogue Attractions did was it a TikTok or talking about the fake Star Wars products?
Oh yeah, that was the last bad graphic design where we talked about holiday toys.
Right. And then I think somebody had said that if you were a parent in the 70s and you bought your child that toy.
That was me. Oh no, that was Rogue. Yeah.
So I was just being a nerd in the Red 5 chat and saying that actually Yoda didn't exist until the 80s. So if you were a parent in the 70s, you would not have had access to that toy.
Oh, fact checked
right there.
He's in here, right? He's
yeah.
So you are right though, because Yoda didn't show up until the 80s.
Right.
Wow.
I'm just messing with you guys.
What do you have to say, Rogue? You can put something in the chat. Yeah, look, even my mom says it's true. Look, he is behind. This segment went up in flames. Either he's a really slow typer or he's got big hands because he's a Sasquatch.
And there's the Wi-Fi is bad in the forest.
Yeah, nerd. I think that's directed to you.
Exactly. Yep.
So, speaking of Scarif, like I said, my co-host over there at After the Weekend loaded some funny clips, so everyone has a little bit of context of what we're talking about here. So here we go.
Scuttlebutt. That's why I call it just the shuttlebutt, because it's all weird to me.
Oh, Dan and Dave over there. Having fun with your name. Yeah, and then there's this one.
Scarif. That's his name. Scarif.
Scarif? Scuttlebutt?
Yeah. That's the whole thing. That's the whole name. Scarif Scuttlebutt Podcast.
He sent me the long version of the entire conversation, and it's hilarious.
Oh
Super
yeah,
funny,
this might be
Scarifs.
Scarifs.
Scarifs, something
Like
like
a
that.
beetle? Scarif beetles from Egypt?
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, I love that.
I'm pretty sure they were a little
Inebriated?
behind on the eggnog. Eggnog got to him that year.
I think that was a couple of nights before we had the entire Inside the Booth crew on our show.
Yes.
that was-
I think I
yeah.
remember that, and they were doing like a 5, maybe 15-minute stream to tell you that they were going to be over there.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, that's fun. Good stuff.
So, do you play any mobile video games?
Mobile? No.
No?
I am. I'm not a big gamer, but I am so addicted to just anything Need for Speed, like some of the old Need for
really?
Speed games. Yeah, I can't get enough of it.
They are fun. I enjoy
They're
those.
relaxing. They're oddly relaxing.
Yeah.
That is odd. And Rogue Attraction, yes, Vader touches me in all the dark places.
Oh boy. So Robots right. Here comes one of my favorite games that I play is Dragon Champions. And I'm not sure if you've heard or seen this. You probably heard on the Salty Nerd podcast, but I help them out with their we have a guild where you collect all your people, your warriors, and then you go and fight like dragons, and it's all mobile and it's really fun. Again, I'm only pitching this out because I really enjoy the game. I do not make any money on this. And like I said, I do help the Salty Nerds over there. But it is a fun game. You can definitely check it out if you want. If you have, it's like a time waster, right? So like a few minutes before something that you're just waiting in line, like Rogue, if he can play this game when he's standing in line at the parks. So it's a fun one. And like I said, we enjoy hanging out with the nerds over there. So,
Very nice.
Yeah, I'm the guild master. There you go.
Who's that gorgeous blonde?
It's Vader with a wig. So it's whoever's behind you showing up. So
yeah,
like you said, there's a lot of Vaders. It's like Elvis now, right?
Right. And Nick. How many Nicks do you know, right?
I actually don't know any X. I know a lot of Erics.
There you go.
So and look at the Joker himself showed up. Hey man.
JV.
Yeah. Hail. Thank you for coming. So one of the main topics that I wanted to bring you on was to talk about Krampus. And when I first brought that up to you, you weren't sure who that was.
No, I think I saw the name, and then I wasn't sure who that was, and then I saw somebody else post a Twitter post about Krampus with some images very similar to this individual here, and I did a little Googling, and I found out a little bit about him, and I went back to your chat, and I said, "Ooh, spooky."
Yeah, he's pretty spooky. He's kind of in the same family of Joker. So he looks a little villainous, but he's basically the bad side of Santa. But this is yeah. So you can see it's kind of like a goat man. But yeah, he is coming to town, and we're gonna kind of go over who this character is and kind of what he came about. So so he's from Australia. This is where it kind of originated from. And basically he so you know how Saint Nick or Santa would deliver gifts for good boys and girls. Well, this guy would or goat, we'll say that, would if you're bad, he would take away good boys and girls all the way to hell.
Yeah, I see him sneaking in there.
Yeah,
yeah,
so this
looks
picture
good.
here is Saint Nick, wore a representation of Saint Nick for Austria. They got the Christmas tree there. Everybody's kind of having fun there with their family. And yeah, he it was in, like I said, in the Alpine region there. So they've been frightening children and adults for hundreds of years. So for them to be good, yeah, this is something that they use to, terrify your kids into being
Scare
good.
them into being. Yeah.
So I don't know if you
Scary.
have any kids, but I do, and I don't know if I would show this to him, but
I think we have other ways to frighten them. But
Joker
I mean,
voice says all kids belong in hell. Oh, okay. So, but yeah, what were you gonna say?
I actually forgot.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, this is actually it's like a painting from a postcard, and we're gonna go over some of those here.
Yeah.
So one of those postcards is this one here. So, so like I said, they want to get more than a lump of coal. They would get terrified of this person. This is a postcard from 1910, with children with kind of children on his back, because he would put them in his sack. Instead of like giving you something, he would take your children and put them in his sack, and that's how he would carry them off to the underworld. And then he had, like, this version here shows him with some chains. And yeah, it's a pretty terrifying postcard to give to someone on Christmas.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah.
And he always looked like that. He had like a long tongue, black with
Oh, is that a tongue? I thought it was like Donald Trump's long tie, the red tie that he always wore. No?
It could very well be, yes.
Could be.
Yeah, so let's see if anybody else knows about no, they're talking about something completely different.
Usually the chats have their own show. I'm sure.
I think they're talking about Keanu Reeves. I don't think Keanu Reeves is going to play
Krampus.
Krampus, so he could probably be a good one. But
yeah.
So here's another, like he said, he's dragging them. So this one's not in a sack. He's just like, he's chained up, and then he's like grabbing the children to
Look at that kid behind everybody. He's like, hey.
Yeah, he wants to go.
Take me,
he's all cool.
Krampus.
And there you go. There's the long tongue again.
Yeah.
The horns. This one's a little weird because his feet are different. If you notice it, he's supposed to have hooved feet. One of them is only hooved. The other one is, because he is half man, half goat. So
this one reminds me of remember Clash of the Titans? Zeus's son.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot his name. Yeah.
Zeus's son. I don't know. Maybe the chat can help us out there. Maybe the mods can do some research. And
I thought it was Zeus's son, anyways.
Zeus's son. So while you're doing that, I'll go ahead and yeah, Vader says I got to go to Germany someday and go to the Krampus parade. Yeah, we're going to talk about that here in a second. It looks pretty cool. Broba says Keanu goes to hell to kill Krampus after Krampus kills his dog. Oh, there's the movie. I like that.
His sexual predator dog.
Yeah, that's a good one. Good job. If you didn't like your family, then send them that postcard. Oh yeah, or any of these. Yeah, these are all postcards. So.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, it is a Krampus parade. Did you find out the name?
No. And I might actually be thinking of somebody else, because Zeus's son is Perseus.
Well, here you go. Here's Klebos. I think that's how you say it. Not Zeus's son of another god.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for that, Joker.
I'm getting all the new Clash of the Titans stuff, not the old one.
You're talking about the one with the stop motion?
Yeah. The only one that matters.
Yeah, I like that one. Here you go. Everyone's saying this one.
Yeah, I think it's Kalibos.
Kalibos. Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
They're spelling it different.
Yes.
That's the name.
That's
Thank
the
you,
name.
R2.
Yeah.
Look at him. He's on par today.
Acrisius Calibos.
The
The
blue
blue
afro.
Devil.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, he had a blue sash.
Calibos.
One more, another spelling.
Another
But
spelling.
Yeah, that's what he reminds me of.
Okay. Yeah, he kind of looks like the character from The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Hmm.
Right? When they go to the wardrobe and they go to the light lamp post and what's it? Thomas is his name?
Sure.
So you don't know? Have you seen that movie?
I have not. I think I've read the books, but many years ago.
Okay. That's what he kind of reminds me of.
Yeah, my son is 18 now. So it's been a while, yeah.
Okay. So here's another postcard. And this is from the 1890s.
That child has no clue.
No. He's just grabbing girl or boy grabbing that tongue there.
That's like that almost looks like I know Photoshop didn't exist back then, but it looks like a really old bad Photoshop. Because the child is smiling. I think maybe that's kind of like an add-on painting.
Oh yeah, you know what? You're right. Actually, now that you say that, the hand does look painted.
Right.
Like the thumbs and the nails there look painted. Yeah. Still creepy. I guess in 1890 was the boom of this stuff where it was called I'm going to probably mispronounce this. The Krampus Carter, maybe? Carten. These holiday cards were meant to make you feel warm and fuzzy. Well, weren't warm and fuzzy. This
Really?
one reads Gruss von Krampus, meaning greetings from Krampus. So it was like sending your family member a greetings from Krampus. Make sure you're good this year type of card, I guess.
That is some crazy ass shit. Wow.
Yeah, like I don't know if I would. I know we're different today. If someone would send me this in the mail, I think I would be a little alarmed.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, before you mentioned it in the chat, I didn't know what Krampus was.
Okay, well, you're learning a lot then.
Yeah, absolutely. What's up, Nicole?
Hey, Nicole.
In the chat. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, R2 called her Bookhole. He must be having trouble.
Hi, Cole.
Bookhole, Cole.
Nicole. Let's see if the B is next to the N. So
he must be fat thumbing. So there were also cards that were a little more adult. So in this one from the 20th century was also proposing to women. So this one's a little more adult Krampus. And he's red here. All the rest of them, he's all black. He doesn't have the long tongue here. And he has the two hooves.
Right.
I see that you put that in the chat. There is a Krampus movie.
Huh.
And that kind of started this whole craze over here on the in the US was, what is this? Because like I said, it's really just kind of in Germany or Australia where they kind of really talk about this guy. So here you go. You can send this to your wife next time for Christmas, a Krampus card.
Yeah, I see it. 2015.
Yeah, I'm gonna just highlight this real quick. On the Salty Nerd, they reviewed it. So, well, good night, Rick. Thanks for stopping by, and thanks for uploading those funny clips of Dan.
Hilarious.
So here's a picture from that festival that Vader talked about. So that it's kind of called the Krampus Run. So it's literally children might also, seen running through the streets. So people dress up as the Krampus and they chase the children through the neighborhoods, apparently.
That word in the second paragraph, can you say that on TV? Krampus snatch?
Maybe because the way it is Krampus snatch. Okay, we'll say it. We'll see. Make sure. Yeah. So this is another way for them to scare the kids to behaving. Also a way for grown men to blow off some steam while scaring kids. And Australian men would get drunk and run through the streets dressed as the fearsome creature. So yeah, this is just, if you're gonna go anywhere in Austria for the holidays, beware. You might see one of these.
You might bump into some Krampus snatch.
Yeah, so I guess it's Krampus night is
Oh, that's right, because it's Austrian. Yeah, I was thinking snatch.
Krampus has cramps.
Probably.
That's why he's so mad.
Because of all the running.
Yeah. So it's okay, Vanquish. It's okay, man. Thanks for stopping by. You're not late. You're on time. Good to have you.
It's 5:00 somewhere.
Would you yeah, I said Austria. Did I say Austria?
You did, but it must have not been, it didn't register.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Austria. Sometimes people say you can mess it up sometimes with Australia, but Austria, and then
maybe I heard
Germany.
Australia. Yeah.
Probably. Remember, we already talked about this. When you're live talking, sometimes things don't go right.
we don't do the hard words.
So would you do this? Would you dress up as this creature and kind of run around town?
No.
What if it was a Vader run?
Well, yeah, that's different. Totally different.
I'm gonna send you a private DM with a link to an awesome article, JT, in your Twitter. Oh, thanks, man. I'll pull it up here in a second. So make sure you be nice, or Krampus will get you. And that's for everyone out there. That's pretty terrifying. If I was anything below 13, I would. Why am I doing this?
I would Krampus my pants.
Yeah, that's a very terrifying costume.
Yeah,
like that. It's really good. I think I would probably wear that at the Ren Fair and maybe scare people. Well, there you go. You got a little info about Krampus. So
yeah. Now I want to do a parody movie called Grampus about a mean grandfather in the neighborhood.
A mean grandpa. Okay. Krampus. Okay, so yeah, the Vader just sent me this. So yeah, this might be good to kind of look at real quick. So Krampus parade in Munich. Well, there's another terrifying costume of the that looks like paper mache, to be honest.
It's well done though. It's pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, there's the tongue, the chains.
Yeah.
That's a great photo.
Yeah.
So I guess this is an article that if you want to learn more about the run, I'm gonna put it in the chat just so everyone can maybe get to it. So here's another creepy.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, if you were into like costume, cosplay, makeup, this would be your festival.
Mm-hmm.
So, wondering if this. Let's see here. Krampus Run. Yeah,
it's got all the info.
It dates back centuries. Like I said, in those countries there listed here. So, if you ever visit those, maybe if you visit around the holidays, you can attend this. Look at this kid; he's smiling.
Yeah. Hi, Krampus.
Hey there. Yeah, that's a good costume. A lot of cool. Oh, here you go. Here's a group photo.
It's like cosplay. You get a whole bunch of 300 stormtroopers doing the same thing here in Chicago for scare.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a close up on that. That's pretty funny. Look at this. Look. So you got this guy here with a hat. You got some witchy looking ones.
Yeah.
Some have the tongues. Some don't.
There's the tongues.
So I guess there's a version. I guess I'll have to look into it. But the Krampus with the hats, they kind of look like
evil
their
Saint
version.
Nick's.
Yeah, they kind of look like they're Saint Nick's. So yeah, Krampus Con. Yeah. Yeah. So there you go. Pretty cool.
Cool. Interesting.
Yeah. I again, I don't know if I was a kid, if I would be too. I would probably be really good to make sure that creature didn't come. I want to see Vader in a Krampus costume. I think he would be pretty good on that. I think he would do good. Yeah.
Totally.
Oh, maybe on you have a con.
Yeah,
right?
Scarif Con, Krampus Con 2023.
Yeah, maybe you can dress up as one next time.
Could be. Get some paper mache going. Love it.
So now I told you earlier in the backstage that I have a segment on here called Cap's Freakout Video.
Oh.
And like I said, it could get. Hopefully, you don't get freaked out too much. So we'll get ready for that. So all of us YouTubers are live on screen, right? And any moment we know, because Rick does it a lot, can capture us in our worst moments. So here's a guy. He's a Twitch streamer, and I don't know if he remembers if he's live or not. But yeah, he just goes in there.
Oh.
Yeah, he eats it.
Oh man, back and forth. Wow.
It's like he doesn't even care. He's just like, I'm just gonna do this.
Wow.
Have you ever? I don't think you have. Look at Vader.
Wow. Yeah. And it's like I've seen like accidental videos like that, like maybe once or twice. But this guy, like, count how many times he does that.
We can count it. Yeah. So I think it's 2 or 3. He does look at the camera once he does it the third time. Not sure what that's all about, but look at him look over the camera. I'm just gonna lean over to the side and maybe get away with it. So.
Wow. That is disgusting.
pretty disgusting. So there you go. You made it.
Yeah.
He went for second breakfast and dessert.
Oh man.
The chat loves those because they're not sure what to expect. He knows what he's doing.
I barely survived.
Hopefully,
did Cannoli Sasquatch catch up on time? Yeah,
I think he is. I think he's caught up now. So.
Okay, unless he's talking about one of the Krampuses.
Oh, maybe he might still be behind. He was probably a Garbage Pail Kid from the 80s. Oh yeah, maybe.
Could be.
Yeah. You forget Ro's a news cameraman. He sees gross shit every day. Yeah, I know. We talked about that, but you probably do see some gross stuff every day.
I do. I don't know if I see that kind of stuff every day on the news, but I definitely see,
I'm sure you see some stuff that would make some people kind of
bodies, brains on the sidewalk.
Oh boy.
All wonderful stuff like that.
Okay, Broba says that was much better than the boot eater. Yeah, we had one time we had a clip of a guy literally eating a boot.
Wow. How?
Some people question, where do you find these? And the big secret is my wife usually finds most of them. So
okay.
Joker, this is right. I met him at he's a bartender in Vegas, and late at night, and he has regular customers who work at the city morgue, and they see similar things.
Yeah,
they shared some interesting stories with us there, and yeah. Yes, the testicle crab is the best. Yes, there was one where a guy had a crab attached.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah. So now we also do Bigfoot sightings.
Mm.
So you said earlier. You said you're a big fan of that type of thing.
Yeah.
Now some people say that Bigfoot is maybe like a shapeshifter, that he's maybe human and then shapes into a Bigfoot. Have you heard that theory before?
I think I've heard a lot of theories, but yeah, shape. I can see the advantages of being a shapeshifter because once the cameras are on you, you can kind of hide behind a tree and then come around the other side, and it's like, hey, what's going on?
Well, I have a video recording of one such person doing it.
Oh.
So this is a transformation of a Bigfoot or werewolf, similar thing. So the dog stares at him, the werewolf, right?
I think I've seen this. Cut back to the dog. Cut back to him. There you go. Ooh, laser.
Yeah, lasers. And then
wow. That was seamless.
Yeah, and then he gets up.
Yeah. And he's wearing a Han Solo outfit.
Yeah.
The Han Solo vest. Oh, and he disappears.
Wow. So there you go.
That's amazing. That's real. That's genuine.
Yeah, that's live. That was live.
I can tell.
I'm just here to have a good time. And that's how my beard grows. You know that? So like when I shave it, it comes in like that.
But
sections.
A wolf shoots a laser at your chin, right?
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Or
not so much here.
Or an angry YouTuber.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Anyone that has like an angry video, they have the red eyes. You're right. Yeah.
Exactly.
Is there a Bigfoot horror game we should play together? There probably is. I can look up and find out. So, makeup. Yeah, I don't know if it was makeup. That was real. Yeah, that was all real. That was really real, Nicole. Yeah, yeah. Even Cannoli says amazing. I mean, he's not going to give away any secrets, but
even impressed him.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He always likes this segment because we show some of his uncles and cousins.
Exactly. Perfect.
So I've had a really good time hanging out with you. Now it's called Bigfoot. Well, yeah, it'd probably be a Bigfoot game
called Bigfoot. Makes sense.
It is real, Nicole. You don't believe us?
Come on, Nicole. Where's your inner child?
I forgot to ask you, what is on your hat?
Oh, it's a patch that says "This is Scarif" in the style of a Roman gladiator dude.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Is it
Scarif? That's his name, Scarif.
It's exactly that.
So before we let you go and kind of shout out what you're doing lately, we never had a chance yet to celebrate something. Now, I just want to celebrate you coming on and having a good time. And usually when we do that, we have a cap dance. So here we go.
That's right. I love that.
So, is there anything that you got going on or you want to tell the chat about that is exciting happening on your podcast or your YouTube stuff?
Yeah. So we release new shows every Thursday. So I just finished cutting and prepping one for tomorrow. One of our wonderful patrons got on the show with us, and we talked about film noir and some of the movies that you may or may not have seen that are considered film noir, some old classic movies. Melanie Marquita and Shanti and we talked about that. So that's dropping tomorrow. And then actually we have our live show every Saturday. Last week we talked about Willow, but this Saturday we are going to be talking with Mark Austin. He's the guy that played Boba Fett in the special editions, and we will be talking about the Star Wars special editions. Do you love them? Do you hate them? What is your favorite one? Which one do you scratch your head, George? Why did you do this? So we're gonna talk all about the Star Wars special editions.
That's cool.
7 p.m. Central Time.
Okay, very cool. I don't mind the special editions, to be honest.
Sure.
What about you? Are you going to save that for the show?
No, I don't mind them at all. I've got several. Yeah, I think for me, Empire Strikes Back is my favorite special edition because of what they did with Cloud City, expanding some of the shots. I think they did a really great job of that.
There was a video game that I played a lot called Shadow of the Empire on the N64. And in the special edition, I think it's in New Hope, they do a nod to that video game because they show the guy's ship coming out of Mos Eisley's one of the hangars there. So I always thought that was pretty cool because I was a big fan of that game.
Mm-hmm.
It was like one of the first like really good, decent Star Wars game. Yeah, it's called The Outrider. Thanks, Vanquish. Yeah, Shadows of the Empire. Yeah, that's a really fun game, and I remember that when if you didn't know what you're looking at, you wouldn't know. But if you played the game and you saw it take off like that, because in the game you start right when all that's happening in New Hope, you kind of take off with that ship. That's where you start. So it was kind of neat to see that.
Another Corellian ship.
Yeah. Have you heard of that game?
Yeah, I loved the entire movement of Shadows of the Empire.
Thanks.
This reminds me of the two Fern shots.
I try to have a good time, so yeah. I mean, it's not too serious here. We like to have a good time, so like I said, a special edition I didn't mind. There was some kookiness to it, right? Like, why would you do that type of thing?
Yeah, there's one in the original Star Wars where when R2-D2 hides in the desert, he's in that little cave. They put a big rock like halfway in between the screen, so it looks like half of him he's hiding behind a rock. I'm like, why do that?
Why even do that? Yeah. I
was
thought
fine.
It was cool when they like expanded when they were looking for them in Tatooine, where the different animals and there were other people kind of walking around the desert. I thought that was kind of neat. So because
JT, that's called Mos Eisley Spaceport.
Yeah, I know. So those special editions were the first ones I saw in the movie theater.
Oh, okay.
So they kind of have like a special meaning to me, where
Sure.
I didn't get a chance to see them in the movie theater. So when they did that, I was like, heck yeah, that's cool. I get to see them in the movie theater, and yeah, they're a little different, but I actually still have VHSs of the original ones, which is kind of cool that I've had for years.
Sure.
So it's fun to watch those when you go back and see what they've done, what they've changed.
And they changed a lot, not only the visuals, but I think every few months the ILM audio team did some sort of different mix depending on where it was shown, whether it was 5.1 surround or just 2-channel stereo. There's certain things that you hear in different renditions of the films. Sometimes you hear something off in the distance, and other mixes that is not there. So it's interesting. Not only the special editions, the visual effects change, but some of the audio changes as well, because they were really tweaking even after it was released.
Yeah. Do you know which one had the most tweaks and additions?
Out of the first three, no, I would almost want to say Empire, but I'm not sure. Maybe we'll ask Mark on Saturday.
Okay, yeah, there you go. Get some fun facts. Everyone's saying the name of the ship here, I believe. YT-24. Maybe I don't remember the name or what kind of ship it was.
Right.
Some people are calling
Randar
a discount Han Solo.
I've heard him described as such. Yes.
Maybe they didn't have the rights, and that's why they made the game. I just remember the game where you had to fight one of the walkers. I was like, oh god.
I think I had that on Nintendo.
Okay, yeah, Nintendo 64. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that because I love the music in that. But I was saying earlier that I love that entire Shadows of the Empire campaign that they had. They had a soundtrack, they had a book. It was almost like they released a movie with everything surrounding the movie, but without the movie. I loved it.
Yeah.
It was really, really great.
What now? I know since Disney took over, I don't know if it's still canon, but would you like want to see that in a live action?
Yeah, I would. I think they borrowed some elements from Shadows of the Empire. They have the green mob boss in the animated series, Prince Shizor, or at least his people. So yeah, slowly but surely they start taking things from.
Yeah,
from
it'd be
some of
cool
the
to
old
have them
stuff.
though, right? Show up in one of the.
Yeah.
Everybody's saying I have a copy of the game. If you do, I think it's actually pretty rare.
Yeah, I think I still have mine.
Yeah, I think it's one of those games that is somewhat maybe worth something if you cared about that. Well, again, like I said, we're coming up on the hour. I've loved having you on. It was fun.
It always goes by fast.
It
seems like
does.
we've been just talking for 4.5 minutes.
I know, right? And then you look up at the clock and it's like,
Yeah,
oh,
it's
it's
like
already an hour.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, I hope you had a good time. I did. I would love to have you back
Absolutely.
on in the next year. And we always love to have you on at the After the Weekend. This next coming up Monday, we're actually doing a appreciation stream because it's kind of like almost around our year or a little bit after our year, and kind of when I showed up, and then I think we hit around 250, I believe. I think we're either at 249, 250, or 251. YouTube keeps giving and taking.
Right. Yeah.
So we're kind of hovering around that. So if you aren't subscribed to After the Weekend, please do. That'd be great. It's another channel that I'm a part of, and that's a part of the Red 5. There's a bunch of channels with you all that are great. So so yeah, maybe if you have time on Monday night, if you have a spare minute, maybe you can pop on there. But that's what we're doing on Monday. So I'll let Rick know. All right. Well, again, everyone, folks, everybody, it's been great hanging out. Yeah, Vader, subscribe. So, all right, everyone, have a good week, and thanks for coming by Late Night with Cap. See ya.
That's the scuttle.